Welcome everybody to today's practice. Today we're focusing on our spine, doing postures to help us to maintain a healthy, strong and flexible spine. The spine is the basic support of our body, its structural and neurological core. And our spinal cord runs from our brain all the way down to the top of our lumbar spine and ends about L1 or L2. It's the main pathway for our nervous system, and all our bodily functions depend on the health of these nerves. The spinal cord is protected by vertebrae, which are controlled by layers of muscles and ligaments that run up and down the spine, and they govern its posture and movements. So over time, with bad habits, the perfect posture with which we are born becomes distorted. And we have to unravel these distortions and learn to create a state of balance. Our yoga asanas involve lengthening and strengthening the muscles along the spine to counteract compression of the discs. And you know, when people get older, they shrink. So to stop shrinkage in old age. And that can also be a contributing factor to osteoporosis, which incidentally is very common. In the US, 50% of women have osteoporosis and 25% of men. And half of that is in the spine. Just come and sit quietly a moment and give yourself time to arrive. Let the day go. Make yourself a promise that this time is for you. Shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. Let everything go for this hour, for yourself. We're going to start with a breath called the 3-part Diest breath. So take your hands to your hearts and come with me. Breathing in, draw the energy up. Hands to the back of the head and breathe out, spread the energy around. Palms up, breathe into the shoulders and breathe out round the back. Tap the chin in, stretch out between the shoulders. Palms come up, inhale, lift the energy up, exhale, give to the earth, hinge from the hips. Come back and we'll do it again. The in-breath lifts us up, breathe out behind the shoulders and push away. Palms come up, inhale to the shoulders, exhale, nice C shape of the spine, stretch it out. Palms to the back wall, inhale, lift, get that lift, little back bend if you like, and to the earth. And one more, the in-breath lifts us. Really focus on your breathing. Breathe out. Breathing in. And C-shaped spine. Big stretch there. Coming into a little back bend. And to the earth. Take a few breaths there and connect to the earth's energy. Allow yourself to soften. Letting go. Breathing in between the shoulders, breathing out, relaxing your low back. And coming up really slowly. So in my last video, if you watched it, we did an exercise called Spinal Flossing. or neuromobility. When you think about your spinal cord running from the brain all the way down to the top of the lumbar, encased by those vertebrae, it can glide. It can move about 1.5 centimetres, and gliding is very, very, very beneficial for the spinal cord, for our nervous system. These exercises also help to release any tension in the muscles and ligaments that run up and down the spine. And it's also quite good for relieving sciatica. So we'll go through that spinal flossing movements again. And if you haven't done it with me before, absolutely no worries. I'm going to start with a few simple basic cat-cows anyway. Come onto your hands and knees. You're going to breathe in, look up, and breathe out round the back. Just feeling firm against the earth. Getting that lovely, lovely flow from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Moving with the breath. You might shut the eyes if you like. So we're creating a little bit of space here. Flexing the spine as you round the back. Extending as we look up. For a nice, healthy, flexible spine, we need to move it the 4 ways. Flexing as you round the back. Extending as you look up. And we also rotate the spine in our twists. And lateral stretching, side bending. We'll do all of those today. Come and sit back a moment. Give your wrists a shake. So imagine your spinal cord running all the way down your back. Picture it in your mind's eye, encased by your vertebrae, and those ligaments and muscles running up and down the spine. So spinal flossing is a bit counterintuitive. It's not what we normally do. Come up as if you were coming into sort of scaredy cat, but you don't. You breathe in and you look up instead, and you can take your sitting bones back to your heels. And you're drawing the spinal cord down there. And as you breathe out, you come forward like an up dog, and you tuck the chin in instead, and you're drawing the spinal cord up. Let's move with this. Looking up, extending the spine. Inhaling, drawing the spinal cord down. Rounding the back, drawing it up. So you could visualize it in your mind's eye. Making that movement, spinal flossing. Gliding the spine. Down with the in-breath. Up with the out-breath. You can almost see it, can't you? You can almost see it happening. Breath and movement beautifully coordinated together. Let's just do 3 more. That's it. When you've done your 3, just rest back a moment. Be still. Take a few slow breaths. Relax. Breathe in between the shoulders and breathe out. Let go through the low back. Allow yourself to soften. Relax back into the earth. Let the earth hold you. Feel grounded. I'm going to come up again. So we need to strengthen our core to keep our spine nice and supported. When we've got this core strength, we can move from posture to posture with muscle integrity, and we can keep our balance a little bit better. So we'll practice that in our flow classes, but let's think about strengthening the core now. So this is called brace and space. You may have done it before on the last video. Your thumbs come to the lowest rib and your fingertips to the top of the pelvis, the iliac crest. Middle space here, so push the thumbs up, the fingers down, and then take the middle fingers to the abdominal muscles. Push your tummy against the fingers and push your fingers against your tummy, so you've got this brace here. You're bracing your tummy with your fingers. And we don't want to be rock hard. We want to be about 20%, and we want to keep the wrists relaxed too. You need to move in this, tuck your toes under, and as you sit back, your nose comes forward and you take your bum back to your heels. And as you come up, you push the hips forward. And that's the movement. And you keep your brace and space. You keep that strong core. That's it. Go slowly with awareness. Don't hurry it. Keeping the spine in neutral. Gosh, it's a horrible day today. Lots of gales in the night and the rain's pouring down. There's certainly March winds here. Carry on. You know. Keep the brace and space. Fabulous. Let's do this one and one more. Oh, Ethan, I don't know if you're better walked this morning if it's like this. Look at it. They don't mind what the weather's like. They want to go out, whatever. So still keeping the brace in space, release your right foot, come up to standing. Let's do the same thing from standing. So keep that firmness there, keep the knees soft. Just going to come forward here. Getting that flexion from the hips, think about that. As you come up, push the hips forward. And just flat back, spine in neutral. And come again. Brace and space. And up you come. Knees are soft. Let's do only 3 more. Some of these little movements are quite hard work, aren't they? Keep the wrists relaxed, keep the shoulders relaxed, and knees soft. Well done, that was fabulous. I think it's the arms that feel worse. Let's just hang like a little rag doll here. Oh, let it all go. Looks long there. A little wiggle. So the spine's just hanging from the pelvis. Stress-free, no efforts. Like that lovely waterfall. Flowing over your legs and come down. So I have 3 exercises for strengthening the tummy muscles which I've been sharing. I'm just going to do one as this is a shorter practice today, and then I'll do the other 2 in the next video. When I did my Yin teacher training course a couple of weeks ago, We were given 3 strengthening exercises by a Canadian spinal surgeon, Professor Stuart McGill, and they're called the McGill's Big 3. So we'll go through them with you. I'll perhaps make a separate video with them all on in case you'd like to practice them. Strengthening exercises are more beneficial if they're done in reps, in repetitions, to build up the endurance, the strength and health of the spine. So we're going to do repetitions of descending pyramids, and I'm going to time you, and I'm going to give you 3 stages. Okay, so let me show you the posture first. I hope my iPad hasn't run out of battery. Oh no, it's just got a little bit left. I hope it lasts. Otherwise I will have to count or sing or something. Oh. So this is called bird dog. You're going to have a look first at the technique. The right foot just glides back along the floor and you lift up. Now you don't want to lift up too high because you want to keep that natural curve in the lumbar. Spine in neutral, and you flex the foot, and then you can feel the resonance of the movement as you push away through the heel, the ball of the foot, up through the back of the thigh, maybe in the glute, maybe in the lower back, and you've got that strength, brace and space. And then we're going to release the left arm and lengthen. It's good to make a fist because then that's going to firm you up a bit into the shoulders. You look down, your neck's in line with the spine, and that's the movement. Okay, don't have that leg too high. And everybody, stage 1, 2 and 3 people are going to hold for 30 seconds on each side. We don't have to, obviously, but do your best. And let's get set up. Slide the right leg back and lift a bit, flex the foot. So this helps the hips to be squared off, the low back to be safe, and the lumbar to be in neutral, and then release that arm. Okay, hold that while I time you. Stay with the breath. Shoulders are relaxed. Keep pushing away through the ball, the heel of that right foot, making a fist. You're beautifully strong. That's it, you can do it, not long now. 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. We're just going to do the other side now. This little dog thinks it's very funny, her tail's wagging. She wonders who I'm talking to. She always thinks I'm nuts. Slide the left leg back. Hips are squared up and that little lift there. Zip up those tummy muscles, brace and space. Release the right arm and make a fist. Let's time you for 30. Follow the breath. Neck's nice and long, hips are squared off. So if that wrist's aching, just stiffen it a bit and spread the fingers out. We go 3, 2, 1. Well done. Fabulous. So stage 1 people can have a rest if you want. If you're still with me, we will hold it each side for 20 seconds. Get ready to set up. Slide the right leg back, reach left arm out. Remember your technique. Keep pushing away through that foot, making a fist. So you're firming up the shoulder, you're firming up in the thigh, the glute, the lower back to support you. Those muscles around the spine are having to work. 3, 2, 1, done. Well done, that wasn't too bad, was it? Other side, 20 seconds only. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Well done. So either take a rest or we'll do it for just 10 seconds. These are exercises from the Canadian Air Force as well. Let's start. Back with the right leg, slide it along the floor, then just a little lift and reach. I'm getting a nice little lick on the hand while I do this. 3, 2, 1. You thought I was doing it for your benefit. You're having a cuddle, didn't you, darling? You did. Let's do the other side and slide back. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Fabulous. That wasn't too bad, was it? I think the hardest thing is the wrists, isn't it? Let's do an energetic bracelet. Beautiful, beautiful bracelet. An energetic bracelet. So people who have weak spines can suffer a lot. Ill alignment of the spine can cause problems within the central nervous system. And a weak spine can also really give you a weakened muscular system, sleep deprivation, fatigue, headaches, migraines, all sorts of issues. And they do say we're only as young as our spine. So vital to, you know, have a strong, healthy spine. Let's come up and we'll do some, oh, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Yeah, what's the matter? We're going to do some of the stronger standing exercises, a nice flow, and also thinking about rooting down and extending as we lengthen the spine. And we've got that stability, grounded, and then we can lengthen from there. And when we keep our tummy nice and firm, we can flow better. But let's come into a down dog anyway, up to standing. Tuck the toes under, take your sitting bone back to your heels, take a nice stretch through your toes and have a wiggle. This is a really good foundation for down dog. Are you going to do down dog, Evie, are you? Lift the knees off and stretch it back. So, you might want to take a little walk, as this is the first down dog. You might want to rise up and down. And as you press down with your hands, you get this fabulous length through the spine. You lift your sit bones up and you can feel the space you're making. You can feel the space between the vertebrae. Make sure you've got a really good foundation to press down onto as you spread your fingers out. And really put the pressure at the base of the thumb and the index finger because they're level with the spine. The neck's long and relaxed. The shoulders are back. Really make the most of it. I think we've only got one down dog today. We usually have loads, but this might be the only one. Fabulous. Take a little walk to the front. A slow walk here. And come up nice and slowly to standing. Soften the shoulders. So take your feet about hip width apart. Firm up those tummy muscles. We're going to take a seat into a chair. So this is like I've done before, rocking horse, drinking bird. Slightly different variation. Breathe in. Breathe out, drinking bird. Sweep your tail feathers back. Inhale, rocking horse. And you're flexing from the hips. We've got that nice sort of engagement in the core, about 20%. And we're strengthening our thighs as well now, which can be really beneficial to your knee joints. Let's come up and hold it this time. So maintaining this core strength is going to help you to move from posture to posture with muscle integrity. Let's step the left foot back and find Warrior One here. However you want it to be, make it your own. You can do the mudra or not. Slide the shoulders back. You don't have to look up. If you look up, keep the neck nice and long. Imagine it legsing up from between the shoulders. Think about being grounded. And as you ground down, just be aware of how gravity affects you, how gravity affects your posture. Let's straighten the front leg and come a little bit deeper. Well done. And then we're going to move from here. So we keep that core straight to help us to balance. So turn the toes, the left toes to the front, and draw the knee in. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and float back to a flying bird this time. Let's come again. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and float back to a flying bird. Open your wings. One more, only one more. Hold 5 to 8 breaths. Keep the knees soft, keep the hips squared off, neck in line with the spine. I quite like to flex the foot because it squares the hips off. 1, just 4 more breaths. 2, 3, breathing in, and out. Step back gracefully. Warrior One. Put the hands on the hips, square them off. Draw the left hip forward, right hip back. Come to a nice flat tabletop back. And check the sacrum's nice and level here as we hinge from the hips. Come up. Straighten the front leg as much as is right for you. I forgot this. It might be an idea. I might have to move now. I've got 2 bricks here. You might have a couple of books or something else, so you might not even need anything else. And take each side of that foot. But adapt if you haven't. That knee soft as I come forwards. Keeping that lift from the pubic bone to the throat. And then I can take my hands to my bricks or the floor or my leg if I haven't got anything. And you might be able to straighten that front leg, but don't lock the knee. Breathe well for pyramid, shoulders down the back. So I'm working my right ribs towards my right inner thigh. My gaze is over my toes, and as I'm so flexible, I've got my chin on my shin. Neck's long. Stay with the breath. Allow yourself to soften. Feel you can breathe in, lengthen the spine. And breathe out, let go into the hips, the low back. Just let your breath, gravity and the weight of your body ease you down. Let's take 2 more breaths, breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly, breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly. Bend the front knee, and if you've got your bricks or something, you can lift them up like that. So we're just going to turn to the back. So you're going to rotate 380 degrees. The left foot comes forward, the right foot comes back. So other side, but the hips are going to be quite skewed off, I expect now. It'll be a bit skewy. Let's bend the knee and put your supports down here, however. Put the hands on the hips and draw the right hip forward, left hip back. So you're beautifully squared off here. Vera One, lift your heart. Breathe well. Slide the shoulders down the back. And think about your breath. Use your breath to help you to sink into position, to reinforce that connection to the earth. Straighten the front leg and sink a bit deeper. The knee needs to be over the ankle. You can see the big toe but not the little toe. That back leg's strong. You're drawing up through the thigh, but the knee is beautifully soft. Lovely, it's not locked. So we'll move in this. Remember that brace and space. Put your hands there to check you've got it. Right toes come to the front. Just come on gracefully. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You have to wait, madam. She hasn't had a walk yet this morning and she's restless. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. So we're going to hold the next one. Keep that knee soft. Let's hold for 5 breaths. You can point the toes, but I think it's quite nice how the foot flips because that just will square that right hip off. That's 2 breaths already. 3. Don't worry if it's a wobbly day. That's 4. 5. 6. Keep smiling. 7. 8. Slide back to 1. Take your hands to your hips and square them off. The knees bend. This is a lovely flat back here. Put the hands on the sacrum and lengthen the spine. Keep that length. As you come forward, knee can be bent as much as you want. Take your hands to your blocks or the floor. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out, allow yourself to soften. And just working the left ribs towards the left inner thigh. The gaze is over the toes, the shoulders are down the back. Use the breath. See if you can come a little bit deeper in that beautiful pause at the end of the out breath. Keep the neck long. Keep letting go with the breath. Find a place that feels good, that's your edge. And you stay there. Or you might be able to go a little bit deeper. You might need to back off. Bend the knee. So leave the bricks here now. Come all the way up there, 1. Only circle and find warrior 2. So. And reach. So be aware where gravity is acting on the body, where you feel grounded. And then you can relax and you can lengthen. And you root down and you can extend the spine. And we're working to make the spine stronger and more flexible. Without moving the legs, we'll reverse our warrior. And you can take a nice back bend like that, or you can be like that. Doesn't really matter. Breathe well. I quite like to look back because it helps my balance. We're making space through the sides of the body, through the ribs. Don't crunch in the lower back. You might just want to push your hand there to make up a little bit more space. Soft shoulders. Straighten the front leg and reach. The triangle. So don't worry where this left hand goes. It can go on the knee, it can go on the shin. Stronger practice can hook the big toe or come to the earth. Take your hand on your hip and draw it back. So it's a bit of a rotation here as well as a lateral stretch. And the hand might want to stay there, or you might want to reach up, you might look up, or you might not. So lateral stretching. The third way to move the spine. We've done a lot of flexions and extensions. So remember to root down. And we make more length through the spine, more space. Follow the breath, the knees are soft. So keep relaxing back into the posture. Beautiful triangle shape. My spine's making the third side of my triangle. There's a triangle shape between the legs and between the left hand, left arm and the left knee. Let's come up really gracefully. So try to come up using that core strength and reach. We're just going to turn. So we do everything on the other side and that takes us back. Feel grounded. Be aware of that pull of gravity, and then you can lengthen the spine to give you that strength and flexibility. Straighten the front leg, come a bit deeper. Let's see how the shoulders, it's quite hard holding it for so long, isn't it? Palm up, let's reverse our warrior. See if you can sink down a little bit more through strong legs, good foot alignment. And we're creating space there. Let's straighten the front leg and keep that space through the underside and reach and get a nice length from the left hip to the right fingers. Roll the shoulder back. Draw that left hip back. Where's your right hand going to go? So it's more about the shape. You know, you don't want to be like that. You want to stay lovely and open, like you're flat against a wall. Release the arm if you want. So shoulders are stacked. Breathe well. Lengthen the spine, and as you breathe out, a little bit more twist maybe. Keep the knees soft. Just let the breath feed your practice. You're doing beautifully. Hello, little doglet. Go sit back on the settee a moment till we finish this. You're restless, madam, today. Nice little click in my spine then. Take a couple more breaths. Breathing in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly. Let's do a big circle back to Vera 2. Palms come up. Palms come down. Palms come up. Hands at the heart. Step forward gracefully. So let's slowly, slowly just dangle there and let it all go. Neck long, spine just hanging from the pelvis, stress-free. Fold your arms and have a wiggle. Letting go. Take a few slow breaths. Maybe bend the knees and rest the ribs against the thighs. Relax through the shoulders. Space you're making. We can put our hands on our knees. We can breathe in, look up, and breathe out round the back. Breathe out the spine. It's like a standing cat, isn't it? One more. Well done. Come all the way down. Come into your knees. Just a little bit of strengthening for the back. Come back onto your knees. And come down knees, chest, chin, or just come down through a baby push-up. You're doing knees, chest, chin. Keep the elbows in, come down. Straighten the legs. So I'm making a pillow of my hands, and my right hand is on top of my left. My forehead is on my right, top of my right hand. Have a look. I'm going to lift the right hand up with the supporting the head. Sorry, I've got that wrong. It's the left leg. Lift the right hand up, supporting the head. Left leg comes up, opposite leg. Let's do 8. If the lower back doesn't like this, just do the upper body. Nice and strengthening for your back. Keep the shoulders relaxed. back in line with the spine. Well done. Have a little wiggle. Let's go straight to the other side. Relax your forehead on your hand. You're going to lift. Keep the tummy nice and firm. Keep the hips level. Maybe it feels different this side. Well done, that was great. Just relax a moment. It's quite nice to rest in a flapping fish for a couple of breaths. Let go. Just a bit of flexion here in the hips after the extension. Take a moment to be still. Allow yourself to soften and relax. Then coming up slowly, take your hands onto your shoulders, come onto your hands and knees. You're going to come to seated in Dandasana. Nice straight spine, nice straight legs. So we haven't moved the spine in much of a twist yet, have we? So bend the right knee, draw it in. Take the right foot the other side of the left thigh. We'll come into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Place your fingertips behind you. Lengthen through the left side. You can either give yourself a little hug here, or you can take the arm over. And take a few breaths here, thinking about your lovely straight spine. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out, see if you can come around that little bit deeper. So we've got this spinal rotation from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. A little look over your shoulder, maybe a bit more. And see if you can get your ribs towards your right inner thigh. A little bit more of a stretch here. So nourishing to move the spine this way. Good for our digestive organs, good for our liver. And we think about the liver this time of the year with the spring coming. The element for spring is the wood element, and liver and gallbladder are associated with the wood elements. Take a couple more breaths. And then de-rotate, lovely and gently, ease it out. Straighten the legs out. So a little back bend after a twist, which could be like this. Some come up into table. Don't let your table collapse, be strong. You can take the head back and look up, or you can just look ahead, watch the neck. Engage those tummy muscles. Come down slowly. Stretch out the leg, draw the left knee in, take it across, fingertips behind you. Get a little bit of length here as we come over and we do the other side. So what I love about yoga is working the muscles and joints and the outer body, but also working internally. And there's that lovely quote from the boy, the mole, the fox and the horse. Isn't it odd, said the mole, we can only see the outside of our body, whereas nearly everything happens on the inside. See if you can make it a little bit more juicy there. Breathing in, lengthening the spine. Imagine breathing in all the way up the spine. And as you breathe out, it's a lovely downward flow of energy, connecting you back to the earth. Oh, I love these twists. Give your tummy an extra squeeze. Good. Let's de-rotate. Let's ease out of that and soften the shoulders. And very gently take your left foot, straighten out your legs, soften your knees. We'll move a little bit in this before we relax. Let's go back to that 3-part Diest breath again. So breathing in, drawing the energy up. Breathing out. Spread it around, palms up to the shoulders. Round the back, C-shape the spine. Inhale, little back bends. Exhale to the earth. Now to move from the hips. Inhaling. Lovely flow with the breath to the back of the head and push. Exhaling. Palms up, inhaling. And reach, curl the spine, C-shape the spine. Stretch between the shoulders. Palms to the back, lift up. Give the energy back to the earth. Let's come again, one more time. Exhale. Inhale. You're doing beautifully. Around the back. One more time. Drawing the energy up and coming to the earth and holding it there. So choose your forward bend. You might want to just stay and give yourself a little hug after all that strong stuff. You might be up for stronger stuff. You might hook the toes. Just stay wherever you are and let go. Allow yourself to soften. I'm just going to share a little reading with you. This is something the other couple of weeks ago, I had a lesson about gratitude. And these words rather resonated. When we make a habit of gratitude, we no longer require a special event to make us happy. Because if we really look, then every object in the wonder-filled world around us is unique and special. An object worthy of beholding and appreciating. And this is from an article that was in The Guardian called Cheer Up in 2007 by Tal Ben Shara. And you know what? You have to live with yourself 24/7. So make it a beautiful and happy place to live. And on that note, let's come up nice and slowly. Well done. Get yourself cosy, stuff around you, turn the light off, light a candle, play some music. You're going to just come down to our mat and take a happy baby before we take Shavasana. So take time to get ready. And then very slowly, as long as your tummy is strong enough to support you, come down slowly. Draw your knees in. So you might hold there, you might hold the outer feet. You could even do this. Take your happy baby. We'll take a little rock from side to side. Relax the back. I love happy baby. Ananda Balasana, the bliss pose. It's quite nourishing and quite soothing. It's really a good easing out the hips, the low back, after all that strong stuff. Give your back a wee massage here. And some will stay there, some will come down and rest, and some might straighten the legs. And very gently bend the knees, put the feet on the mat, and find a comfortable position for Shavasana. Allow yourself to settle. Get cosy. And this posture is just as important as everything else we've done today. Take time to get comfy. And when you find the place, you can relax, commit to being still. Just as we started the journey, become aware of the earth beneath you. Allow yourself to relax back into the earth. And notice the breath within you. Let the breath come and let it go. Without any effort on your next out breath, relax your legs, your arms, and soften the muscles. Our targeted area was the spine. Become aware of your sacrum, releasing into the earth. Relax your hips and pelvis. Become aware of your low back, releasing tension. Each vertebrae coming into alignment with its neighbour. As you relax the lower, middle and upper back. And on your next out breath, relax your shoulders. And notice if this feels good. And do it again. Relax your shoulders. Soften your neck, your throat. Release the hinge of your jaw. Allow your teeth to part slightly. And soften your lips and your tongue. Relax your forehead, your scalp, your cheeks, your eyes. Your whole body continues to become more and more relaxed. At this deep unconscious level, you're healing, becoming whole and healthy. But consciously, you're only aware of this stillness, this peace growing within you. Enjoy being relaxed, and throughout the days to come, enjoy being. So start to bring your awareness back now to your body laying on the mat. The shape and form of your body, the space you're taking, the space around you, the felt sense of you and your breath. And you start to wiggle your fingers and toes, circle wrists and ankles, maybe take the neck from side to side. You can interlink your fingers and you could do a big, big stretch, inhale. And you could just go, oh, you could yawn the breath out. And you draw your knees into your chest and do some nice little circles there. And go one way and the other. And have a rock from side to side. Draw the knees in. And help yourself onto your sides. I don't really think it matters which side you go on. They do say the right side because your heart's on the left, but if I think about it, when I sleep in bed, I'm sleeping on my left all night long, so why should it make any difference? Start to open your eyes. Be aware of the light and shade. Put your hands down and feel the earth and help yourself up to seated so you can finish this practice. And a big inhale into Prana Mudra. Breathing into the Prana Mudra. Take your hands to your crown, your brow for peaceful thoughts, your throat to kind words, and to your heart. Namaste. Om Shanti. Thank you for sharing the practice with Evie and me. Thank you. If you like the videos, please subscribe to Jill's YouTube channel and put like, that would help. Or you can access a lot more videos on Jill's Yoga at exeteryoga.org. Thank you.